he was going to do that. I didn't know. He didn't tell me or nothing. It's like he wanted to be on the air. That was it, and talk about his story. His side of the story, and that's all we did here. But did I attack you at all? Did I personally attack you? No, I did not.
Well, remember, guilty by association, Mark. But yeah, and you have to watch because I know that you were either going to delete him or take him out of your Facebook page or whatever.
Yeah.
People just don't need to associate with him.
Right.
Why take the risk? Would you take the last $100 that you own to your name and throw it into a slot machine?
Right.
That's what you're doing with Matt. And I can guarantee you're not going to get anything back because that machine is rigged.
Right.
And that's all it is.
Right.
You're gambling with your family's lives here.
Right.
And I wouldn't take anything from him at face value. Everything that he talks about, it's just ridiculous. Right. The guy is a Google master. Right. He starts Googling stuff, and then he copies and pastes. So he's a Google copy-paster kind of guy.
Right.
Oh, look at this. So this is where he starts quoting all these laws.
Right.
He's taking them out of content.
Right.
And this is a problem.
Right, it is a big problem.
This is a big problem.
Right, and he did, and you also, he attacked you, and he not just attacked, but you went to your house too and lied about you too as one, smeared you too on social media. That's not right either. So that's not right. That's not right. He did that either, and that was before we had him on the air. He told us that. That's
not. I understand that. I listened to a portion. You can only hear so much of his mouth running.
Right.
He's a big motor mouth. He's all talk, no action.
Right.
DCI. Let's call DCI.
Right.
They are the FBI of South Dakota.
Right. Right.
So if South Dakota does not have FBI, then that means that we are no longer federally funded.
Right.
Because that's what the FBI is here for, to oversee the federal funds, the federal government, the federal roads, things like that.
Right.
Oh, my gosh. I'll tell you, Mark, it's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing. And nobody can get DCI involved unless it's the state's attorney. They're the only ones that can get the DCI involved.
Yeah.
So you have to get permission from them.
Right.
And they're not going to waste all this manpower on a guy that doesn't belong here anyways.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
I mean, that's just as simple as that. We'll use common sense here. But, we've aired this out. We've talked about it enough.
Right.
It's time to move on with our lives. If people want to trust in him and they want to throw money at him and believe that he's the Messiah, and which actually he's just, I mean, he's just a false prophet is all he is.
Right.
But if people want to think that, let them.
Right.
You deserve exactly what you got coming to you.
Right.
Don't say that you weren't warned.
Right.
So that's pretty much the way it is.
Right.
And it was really good talking to you, Mark. I do have to get going. I've got a lot of other things that I have to take care of today, but it was a pleasure. And I wish you the best of luck with your show, and I'd love to be back again. I can explain about my book. And that's what people need to understand.
Right.
You get all these activists out there. I am not an activist.
Right.
I don't care. I care about people for Jesus Christ. I love people, and I try to help them as much as I can, and that's why I wrote the book At the Mercy of the State. But I've been through it. I lost my children, and I got them back, and I fought the system, and I won.
Cool.
So why would you want to go to a guy that comes from Australia who has a daughter that he left without paying child support or anything else to try to help her?